What the? Where? Charlie, where are we right? This is definitely not my house. Where am I? Kidding. This is the house I grew up in. I'm coming at you from the house that I grew up in. This is the house that I spent my youth, I spent most of my teenage years, and then I moved to Dallas, Texas, and then I moved to Toronto. This was where it all began. It's good to be back, man. It's good to be back where I could finally make sound. Also, can we talk about the lighting in here? Why it's so weird right now, this lighting? Today's video is gonna be a little different. And what I mean by that is everything I'm about to say may not make sense because a part of this is me just like venting out what's going on inside my head. Today's video I want to talk about is change and why it makes a lot of us uncomfortable. You might be thinking, oh, Dan, it's gonna be so boring. It's not, it really isn't, because I'm gonna show you guys some places that I filmed some of my videos in the past. I'm gonna show you where my bedroom used to be, and I'm also gonna show you where I started all of my YouTube videos. Like, we're talking like 10 years ago. So let's get back to it. Today we're talking about change. I find that change makes a lot of us uncomfortable, but a lot of us don't know how to accept it. First, I want to address my opinion on change and how I deal with it personally. By the way, this is the exact spot that I shot the video 7 Simple Magic Tricks with Household Objects. It's got 9 million views now. It's on my channel where I'm just like, so I'm somebody that doesn't necessarily embrace change. I try to go against the grain. I try to hold on to the past. I'm also the type of person that gets upset. Like, when I came here today, I noticed there was a tree gone. Now, this tree was like a big ass tree in my household. And I grew up with this tree. This sounds ridiculous, guys, but maybe you can relate. The tree was always there. I played hide and seek. We ran around the tree. We hid under the tree. It was always there. It didn't necessarily have a big impact on my life, but the tree was always there. Now, when I came here today, the tree was gone. And automatically, right when I pulled in, my feelings were like, oh man, my childhood. For whatever reason, it made me feel, it was more of like a, I don't know, it was kind of like a, oh man, it's gone kind of thing. Another example was on my way here, I drove by my old high school. Totally renovated. And again, it made me feel like a chapter was closing on my teenage years because that's not how I remember it looking. By the way, this is my bedroom from when I was a baby until I was in 9th grade. It didn't necessarily look like this. Funny story, in this corner right here, this is like a TV stand. I used to have a TV up there. And I would watch something called Friday Without Borders. Basically on Friday nights, they would have like more adult content, and I remember being in bed just like, what is this? You get to see boobies and everything. It was pretty great. Now at this point in the video, you can either relate to what I'm saying, or you can be like, what the hell is this guy talking about? And what's Friday Without Borders? Basically what I'm trying to say is when change takes place in my life, I tend to view it as a chapter closing or something sad. And like, that sucks to feel sad, because if there's one thing that will be consistent in life, it's change. I'm in like a bathtub that I literally took like 2 baths in. Not because I didn't bath, but it was because this was renovated, so. And majority of the time, I still get that feeling when change occurs in my life, even though I've kind of figured out what's going on. You see, the reason why a lot of us hate change is because it stems from the unknown. And the unknown is scary to us because, well, we don't know what's gonna happen. Now with that theory, I'm starting to think, yeah, that makes a lot of sense for me in my life. I hate haunted houses, not because they're necessarily scary like ghosts and zombies. It's because I don't know what's gonna happen when I go in there. Moving. When I moved to Dallas, Texas, that was scary because, well, I didn't know what was gonna happen. I didn't know, would I be happy there? What's the house gonna look like? Where am I gonna walk my dog? Where am I gonna get my favorite soda? You know, these little things kind of creep in when I think about change. And when I think about it more and more, it totally makes sense to me. I'm scared of change because I'm scared of the unknown. This, by the way, I have shot many, many videos in here. This was my family living room where I also played. Bonus points if you get that song. We're now in my garage. Now recently, I've had a change inside of me. Now that I know this information, when something happens, an opportunity comes my way, I try to think back to all those times that I was scared that change was in my life. If I had let change get the best of me and I didn't move to Dallas, Texas, I'd already graduated and I wasn't in like a big boy job, so how do you meet friends? You have to put yourself out there. And that's exactly what I did. I also got some of my first TV hosting experience down there when I joined a TV show. Now, none of that would have happened unless I embraced the change and went for it. Next time you get an opportunity, I challenge you to embrace the change that comes along with it. Whether it's moving or pushes you out of your comfort zone a little bit, change is good. And that's only something that I just learned. I used to hook up lights from the rafters in here and shine them down. This place is not insulated very well, so in the wintertime when I'd film, I'd be freezing, and in the summertime, I would be cooking. I would say for the most part, this room right here is where I started getting comfortable talking to a camera. This is awesome. Now that we've wrapped that up, I want to show you guys my old bedroom. Now, it may be super dark right now, but this was my old bedroom. I was a basement dweller for all of my high school years. I do want to mention, this is completely changed. In fact, none of this furniture is the same. This right here is a different bed. This is a different dresser, different desk. I never had this stand, never had this sweet ass TV, never had this treasure chest. Like I said, guys, this video was a little different just because I wanted to talk about something else. And change is something that I feel like I've thought a lot about. Oh, it's super bright. Something that I want to share with you guys. And also because I feel like it would be a good conversation starter. It's just nice to shoot here sometimes because I can be loud. And at my house now, you can't really do that in a condo because I don't know. You hear everything in the hallway everybody's doing. I hear people watching movies all the time. So now I'm gonna wrap up this video, guys. Thank you so much for listening. This may not have made a lot of sense to you guys, and this is very different than what I usually do because I'm doing DIYs, science experiments, tricks. But for the first time in a long time, I want to talk about something that I'm constantly thinking about. And change, what I've realized, is inevitable. It's always gonna be in our lives consistently. And if you're always gonna go against change, then you're gonna be left behind. But next time change comes your way, just give it a big old hug and say, okay, you know what, I'm gonna try it differently. Because 9 times out of 10, something good is gonna come from it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and I will see you guys in my next video. See you guys later.